Okay, hello, I'm back. Whew, I had to go get my son. Well, I tell you, it's been a long last few weeks of pregnancy. Anyway, I was talking about natural childbirthing earlier, and um, I left off with explaining to you guys my natural childbirth plan, or birth plan or birth preference. Um, oh, hold on. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh my God. On top of that, I have allergies. Okay. So, um, yeah, so I went over in as detailed as what I have, um, my birth preference as far as the daddy's concerned and as far as the nursing staff and doctors are concerned. Um, uh, I wrote down some stuff. Um, that I wanted to make sure I covered with you guys. Again, oh, disclaimer, my son, he comes in and out of my room, so excuse me for any interruptions. He's just busy. We've already done homework, and now he's free to have his free time until his dad gets home. Um, let's see. Okay, so with regards to natural childbirthing, to sum up what I went over earlier, very short prep time. I mean, like 4 to 5 weeks. I still have technically, according to due date, 2 weeks left until um, until I deliver. Um, Ironically, the 2 weeks I wouldn't mind, just so it can give me more prep time as far as with regards to um, the relaxation techniques, visual cues and techniques, practicing of the breathing, and everything of that nature. However, um, in addition to just kind of being extremely exhausted at this point, I'm ready to meet my daughter. I'm just ready. I went through so much with my loss that I had that I mentioned earlier and the grieving process with that. Um, there's nothing like losing a child. And so when we conceived with this one that we kind of were planning, but kind of not, kind of just happened. And I'm just ready to meet her. And then it's a girl. So my husband is off the wall right now. Totally off the wall. I think he's more excited and anxious than I am, actually, which may be a good thing. So, okay. So, very short time in prepping myself for childbirth, natural childbirth. This book is what I have been reading over and over and over again. When I say I've been reading this book over and over again, the first day I picked it up, I was done the next day, and I've just been going back over lots of specifics, positions, breathing techniques, which there's only 3, um, uh, visual cues, listening to the music every night, which pretty much knocks me unconscious. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's what it's supposed to do. Did I show you my prayer book? Oh, what do I do with my book? I have no idea what my book is. Anyway, oh, there it is. Oh, kind of dimmed. Okay, this book, Supernatural Childbirth, Jackie Mize, Um, Lots of prayers for while you're carrying, delivery, dedication for after the baby's born. Um, Hope I'm talking loud enough. I'm so tired. I think I'm like not really speaking loud. You have to excuse me again. I pretty much, I'm just kind of here. I'll be 38 weeks tomorrow, and I'm just tired. So, trying to look pretty. I don't have any hair. My hair is short, so I don't have much to do with it, and I don't do much to it. Okay. So, in addition to doing everything at the last minute, I have also researched many natural ways you can induce labor. Okay. From one end of the spectrum to the other, you have different ways you can naturally induce labor. And there have been a few that I have found on the YouTube videos and just Googling natural ways to induce labor, however you want to look it up. I went to an organic health market, and I talked to the store clerks, and asked them about what they had heard and some stuff that I had seen online, what reviews they had gotten from certain products. And if you're like me, you've heard castor oil is one of the main things. However, when I looked up castor, because I had bought some, I looked up castor oil, and of course, castor oil is a laxative, and it stimulates not only the bowels, but it apparently stimulates the uterus as well. The more I thought about it, because I was really getting ready to use it, and I talked to my mom about it, and she was kind of reluctant about me using it too. So I did some more reading on it, and I, at the last minute, decided against using castor oil, because if it's a stimulant to me, it's going to be a stimulant to the child, as far as I'm concerned. And I saw a few things that mentioned meconium staining. If you don't know what meconium is, the first stools of the child. And if the child has a bowel movement while in utero, then that could pose some very serious health risks. And after reading that, and then just having gone through what I've gone through with my past pregnancy, having to make sure this pregnancy goes okay, I decided against the castor oil. As much as I hate castor oil, because my mom used to give it to me when I was little, it's horrible. The taste is horrible. However, some people still use it. After I read about the meconium staining and the possibility of the child being distressed in utero, should the child become distressed in utero and you've had castor oil, that only adds to further increased chance of the baby having a bowel movement before being delivered. And I just, we don't want to add to the situation at hand. So I've read a lot of. I saw a lady on YouTube who says she drank, and I wish this is something I wish I would have done. Red raspberry leaf tea. She said she drank it throughout her pregnancy. It's a good toner for the uterus. It's actually good just for overall women reproductive health, but it is a good toner for the uterus, making sure it's strong. She said when she drank it, she could tell a difference in the strength of her pressure waves when she delivered. and that her delivery was actually a lot quicker, but also too it was her second child. So usually for the most part, you hear that delivery of the second and third children are usually quicker than the first. So um, uh, she said that she could tell a difference in her pressure waves though. So she said she feels like the red raspberry leaf tea really helped her. Also, another natural labor inducer I have read a lot about, which seems to be fairly safe, is um, evening primrose oil capsules. Um, that's also a good supplement for women's reproductive health. I actually used to have some a while back, and then I thought I had some downstairs, and I must have threw it away because I had it for a while. And I bought some. So this is how I've used it. The first day I bought it, which was like 3 days ago, I took 2 in the morning, 2 500 milligram capsules in the morning. I took 1 in the evening, and then I inserted 2 vaginally. So total that was 2,500 that day. And what I did was, to the ones that were vaginal, I poked a hole in them because it's a capsule, so it has a gel in it. And I poked a hole in them so that way, once inserted, the gel could automatically begin to be distributed within the vaginal walls. Please, people, try to be mature. I'm just telling you what I've done, what's been put on the internet as far as what other people have done as well. A lot of midwives, I think, birthing centers, stuff like that, have also encouraged, once approved by the physician or whatever, have encouraged this particular supplement once you're deemed healthy enough and it's safe for you. So that's what I did the first night. The second night, I took 2 in the morning, took 2 in the evening, and I inserted 2 vaginally. So the max dosage for the bottle I have is 6 500 milligram capsules a day, which is 3,000 milligrams. So that I don't intend on going over. So that's pretty much going to be my dosing until she gets here. 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening, 2 vaginally at night. Yes. That was my son wanting to take his blankets downstairs. So that is what I intend on doing until delivery. Oh, with the tea I drink. Okay, so with the red raspberry leaf tea, I use 2 tea bags in the morning. And I have a pretty large mug. And my mug is huge. Because I really, for one, I have an issue with drinking fluids. So I'm trying to stay hydrated anyway. But the mug I have is huge. The tea is actually not that bad. I put honey in it, lemon, and I use Truvia as my sweetener. But I steep 2 bags in the morning. I steep 2 bags in the evening. So I try to make it as concentrated as I think it should be, I guess. I mean, to your liking, I suppose. Oh.
Mama?
Yes. What is that? Okay, you said you were going to get blankets. Go get blankets and close my door.
I don't know where this even came. I don't know where this even came from.
Okay, well,
I'll